So yes, the fire four phrases. Say thank you, say I'm sorry, say may I please. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you are doing fantastic. I hope that you are doing great. My name is Sharon Tarita and I do lifestyle content, or rather I just create content once in a while. I think I should add that last statement. Otherwise, like, how are you holding up? How are you doing? How is your little heart? I hope that you find peace. I hope that you are doing great. On this end, I'm doing completely fantastic. Welcome to yet another episode of Sharon Tarita YouTube vlogs. And on this episode I'll be talking about etiquette. Now, etiquette is, in short, good manners, and it's kind of the unwritten rules that help us to navigate through situations more smoothly, and even better, they help us to promote greater respect, greater cooperation, greater understanding between people around us and between our relationships. So the etiquette is more of people more than it is about policies. So so I have my usual company around, so yeah, we will bear with that. So I have with me about 25 tips of how, of unwritten, I mean, not really tips, but 25 etiquette tips. Yeah, it should be tips. Yeah, 25 etiquette tips that we should all practice for better living. And number one is tipping etiquette. Tipping etiquette, yeah, like we should tip people. We should really learn to tip. Like, well, it's like 20%, 15%, but the little that you have, when people give you real good service, it's just good etiquette to tip them. Okay. Number two is don't you post other people's photos without their consent. Well, we went out, we had a good time, we did take very nice pictures together. Unless you actually ask people if you can post their photos, please do not. But that etiquette rule is don't say yes when you mean no. Well, I know that sometimes we are all just in this cocoon of wanting to please or wanting to just get this off your shoulders, so just say fine. But we should actually not say yes when you mean no. Say what you mean and exactly do what you mean. Okay? What's this? Okay. Fine. Number four. Number four, the fourth etiquette, the fourth unrated kind of etiquette is don't respond to personal texts within 8 hours. So people have a tendency of, I texted you a very long time ago, then suddenly you're not talking to me, you haven't responded, you respond to me 8 hours later. Please don't do that. It's not etiquette, it's not polite, it's not the right thing to do. Just respond to personal texts as fast as possible. Then number fifth etiquette, this is very important. Put away your phone when you're with other people. It's so irritating. When you're with others, that's the time you're really on your phone. That's the time you want to please, especially my sisters. When you're with other people, please put away your phone. Another unwritten etiquette rule is acknowledge gifts with a thank you text or a note. It's so polite. You see, when somebody gifts you, they would want to know if their gift was well received and stuff like that. So it's very polite, it's very etiquette like for you to respond to a gift with a text or a thank you text or a thank you note. It's really important. And it's the same way when somebody does you something, it's just so polite for you to do that to them too. Like, if somebody comes through for you at this particular time, it's so important that you also come through for them another time. It's like, it's what it is, you know. Leo akisitaki kushinda hapa, explain 50 things within. The number 7 etiquette that I would like to share today is acknowledge, oh sorry, I did share that. Don't use terms of endearment for people who are not very close to you. This is terms like, oh dear sweetheart, oh my darling, oh suji what, oh suji babe, please. Unless people are close to you, unless people are really your friends, keep those terms to yourself. On a very serious note, use terms like miss or just miss. I think miss, excuse me miss, not excuse me honey. for people you have just met. Yeah. And then the other thing is very important. Cover a cough for a sneeze. Especially, goodness, baby, get out of here. Cover a cough. That's just self-explanatory. Cover a cough or a sneeze, and that goes hand in hand with, please cover your belch. Some people just in a public area, please keep your belch to yourself. Yeah. So number 9 is, don't have loud phone conversations in public. So many people need this, because you'll find somebody just like, hey, with the loudest tone, with the loudest tone possible. And that time you're in a public place, everybody knows damn everything that you're talking about. Please just keep personal conversations to yourself, or don't do a very loud conversation in a public place. Seriously, and so many people need that. I just don't want to mention names. And then number 10, repeat silver play ASAP. That is, if somebody extends a hand to invite you to maybe a wedding or to a party, RSVP. No, your RSVP. It means repeat silver play. Like, respond as fast as possible. It's so kind to respond, baby. It's so kind to just really respond and not let it go. Please, mtu akikualika kwanza maharambe na masijui nini, tell them I'm not available or I'm available. It's so important to communicate, okay? Then number 11 is the fire 4 phrases. I call them the fire 5 phrases. So yes, the fire 4 phrases. Say thank you, say I'm sorry, say may I please, say thank you, and say you're welcome. It's very polite, by the way, to always say you're welcome, especially when somebody says thank you. Just say you're welcome, you know. Yeah, you're welcome, or you're always welcome. These are basic social niceties, yeah, something like that. And then we have social etiquette number 12 is that wait for your turn, especially in queues. You see, I believe that no matter how much, unless it's a truly out of this world emergency, you're never an exemption. People came before you. Like, stand and queue in the bank, in meals, everywhere. Just follow the damn queue. Alright? Number 13, let other people know when they're on speakerphone. See, sometimes you can get this call and then you suddenly just put people on speakerphone, and out of not very good conscience, they will even say things they didn't intend to say. Please, if you ever mean to put someone on loudspeaker, but they will on speaker, mtu atajua tu kufilter their own things. Like, it's so etiquette not to put someone on speaker unless you have communicated with them. All right? Yes. Then we also have number 14, open the door for the person behind you. It's so like the best etiquette, manze. Ukiona tu kuna mtu nyuma yako, after you. That's simple. It just makes our society nice. It just makes people around you feel good. You know? Etiquette number 15, don't you assume gender, sexuality, or relationship status. Seriously, you might see someone with a ring, don't assume they're married. Or you see, don't just those are just things you do not assume. Don't assume gender, don't assume sexuality. It's really dangerous, by the way, in this country nowadays to assume sexuality. Just keep that off your thoughts, you know. It's a non-issue. Number 16, etiquette will definitely be always introduce the person of the higher status first, especially when you, or not necessarily even of the higher status, but when you are just in a place and you just went with someone, it's so important to actually say, to introduce the other person. Like, my husband, my friend, my who, like, before anything else, always introduce the other person. And if it's that you're in a place with a number of people, it's important to introduce the person of the highest status first, like my boss, my who, my blah, my blah. Number 17 is silence or vibrate your phone in public. That's very key. Number 18, do not comment on other people's health choices. Seriously, it's the same thing as I don't believe that you should tell people they have lost weight or they have added weight. I find it very pissing off when you just have argument. No, nah, I'm argument. Konda, those are very mean comments. Like, you just keep them to yourself. I don't believe that you can actually comment on other people's health choices or very sensitive things like weight. Just keep it to yourself. Okay, number 19, don't drink to your own toast. Now this one I also learned today, that you should actually not drink to your own toast. So it's so much so that when somebody say, let's toast to Sharon 500 subs, the best thing you can actually do is to be there, to appreciate, to smile, to bow your head maybe a little down, but not to be the first one to drink to your toast. I think that's not etiquette enough. I should actually do table etiquette, I hope to. So number 20 is do not always bring a surprise plus one to an invitation. Don't you bring a surprise plus one to an invitation, especially to weddings or birthday parties or to an event that is well organized. If you bring an extra surprise plus one, I'm telling you, they will be stranded with no seat to sit, with nothing to eat, etc. So my friend, my sister, I don't know what is this, and stuff like that. Just keep those things where they should be. Okay, well, the best thing to actually do in such a situation is kupiga simu useme earlier on in advance, is it okay if I come with somebody extra? If it's a no, it's a no. If it's a yes, then well, lucky you. Number 21, don't add your boss on social media. Just do not. I wouldn't want my boss to be seeing my life like blah. No. Number 22, it's bring a gift to the host. It's very kind. Aki usiende kwa wenyewe bila kitu. Aje sasa. Like, aje. How do people do that? How do people go to places, go to kwa watu without a thing? Maybe sometimes it does, but especially if you're visiting for the first time, it's just very kind that you just gift someone something. Hata kama ni maziwa, at least atande upikwe na chai. Always go somewhere with a gift. Always gift the host. That's it. And then 23, change your baby's diaper in the bathroom. It's very important, this one. Please just change your baby's diaper in the damn bathroom. Nobody wants to see all those unnecessary blah blah blah. Just, if possible, just go to the bathroom, change your baby's diaper from there. Then etiquette number 24 is be on time. I say this every time because I really need it as much as everybody else. Always be on time. Keep time whenever possible. And always be on time. Aki Sharon, always be on time. And lastly, number 25, wait to eat until everyone is seated. Unaona vile umeenda mahali, umesaviwa wa kwanza, alafu umeanza kula. If people are going to eat all together, it's very much etiquette that you wait, you all eat at the same time. More than, uko tu wa kwanza kukula, you don't even care who has gotten food, who hasn't. It's very much etiquette to just wait to eat when everyone is served. Etiquette is in its thousands. I would not finish, but I just did this short video of 25. But in summary, I'm just trying to say that we really need etiquette. We really need to just be polite, have good manners, like say sorry, say a thank you, say all this here, this here, this here, this that. Don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say, let's all keep good etiquette. I hope that these 25 rules, we practice them and they help us to change our day-to-day life. And yes, let's learn more and see you in the next vlog. Thank you for watching.